We've now returned to Kentucky, starting our day off at Mammoth Cave National Park. This is actually our first national park on this trip.
And Mammoth Cave is the largest cave system in the world, with over 400 miles mapped, which is pretty incredible when you think about it. So, of course, we started in the visitor center. It was a great exhibit. It kind of explains how, water erodes limestone, which kind of forms these cave networks. Of course, then the water drains away, but you're left with these passages. And it hosts to all sorts of life, blind, of course, blind and colorless. So
yeah, here are tickets, and we're on our way down.
Yeah.
We only got the 1:15 one because that was the only time slot. A lot of people make reservations before then. I remember after we got our ticket, it was like 5 minutes later, they were all sold out.
But we got lucky. So.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I already feel cold. Thank God I'm wearing my coat.
Here we go, down into the entrance.
It's very cool air.
This sign was it was right at the entrance, and it was kind of talking about the transition zone from day to, of course, I'm doing my typical tourist or tour guide hand motions. It talked about the transition from the outside to the inside of the cave, and yeah, being really dramatic. It had the word troglophile, which is like an animal, like a raccoon, that lives in the cave opening. I just found that really funny. And this cave is just enormous. I mean, it really is cavernous. This is what I call it, a cavern. And then it was interesting, I think in the early 19th century, around the War of 1812, they discovered that the cave was full of calcium nitrate. And then when they dug that up and took it out and then mixed it with potassium, they could make potassium nitrate, which is a gunpowder ingredient. So they did a lot of mining there. But moving on, these are some of the interior shots of the cave. This was cool. That was like, they used to hold sermons or something on that rock back there.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, there were a bunch of tour guides all around, just stationed all around.
Yeah, that was
very
neat.
informative.
The other funny thing I remember the cave was, there was like essentially a tuberculosis ward inside the cave. Yeah, they thought the patients would benefit from the cool, damp cave air or something like that. But I think the experiment went on for a few months, but it really didn't.
Yeah.
But then I read some story about tourists to the cave would occasionally catch a glimpse of some shambling corpse walking around the cave. It turns out to be one of the patients, of course. I found that story kind of funny. And now we're walking to I think it's called the Old Guide Cemetery. Yeah, really just the people who discovered and kind of founded the whole tourism industry around the cave. Yeah, there was a lot of African American cave guides were the original ones, and they're buried in the cemetery, which is pretty cool.
On this day, we drove further north to Louisville, Kentucky. We had an evening stroll at this big fort bridge.
It was a big, I guess, I don't know if it was a train bridge or a car bridge, but either way, now they turned it into a pedestrian bridge, so there's a ton of people just walking around on it. It was nice. It was a nice, peaceful evening. But yeah, that's the big ramp you walk up to get onto the bridge. It's not like a bunch of stairs. Maybe swing a little bit.
Yeah, it was just like a leisurely evening.
I brought my book, of course. Now we're in Indiana. Or at least crossing over into Indiana. Of course, I just went to a bunch of farmland, which is cool. Cows.
Yeah, I love the cows. Oh my gosh. They're the best.
And yeah, we were going to Hoosier National Forest in Indiana. That's where we stayed for that night. It was kind of back there in the woods. I was just chilling out and having some food.
Yeah, dinner.
There's our campsite. It was the buggiest place ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it sure was. That's why we had those nets.
Yeah, we got the net up, and Popo didn't mind. I gotcha. He says, what is that device? What is that device? Yeah. What is that device?
The next day at the campsite, we decided to stay for another night.
We didn't hike or anything, but it was just so peaceful there. We had nowhere to be, so we thought, yeah, we'll just chill out here for a while.
Yeah, I think at that evening, it was going to rain. I remember it was like a rainy
Maybe that too.
day. Yeah, so that's why we just decided to stay. Yeah, we were the only ones at the campground.
Yeah. So I took the liberty of getting my laps in. No, I don't know why I was running. I wasn't really running anywhere.
You're tired out?
Yeah, now I'm tired. Take a little break. Walk it off. But I wasn't in my online coding boot camp yet, but I was still doing the entry thing. So here I'm working on that, practicing for the admissions test kind of thing. And then we had our first plumbing catastrophe involving potatoes and celery. I had to go underneath and look for any available implement with which to shove up the bottom hole of the van to unclog it. And all I found was some sort of tent pole. So here I am. Oh yeah, immediately water was draining all over me. It was a lot of fun. I was just in the grass beneath the van. It was a gas.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you say for yourself?
What do you mean?
You're the one that caused this clog.
Hey.
Yep, there's the tent pole. And then, lo and behold, the thing got stuck in there.
I forgot if you had, if you took it out that day.
I did.
You did?
I think I can't remember. See, what the problem was that light gray part is getting hooked on the white part, and I couldn't jigger it in a way that would get it out the bottom. So I think what I had to do was come inside and maybe push on the pipe. Or maybe I had you push on the pipe while I pulled the thing out. It was a big operation, but we got it out eventually.
Oh, yeah, I remember helping.
Oh,
yeah, that's
what a
true.
pain.
Yeah.
The potato salad was good, though. It was worth getting doused in soapy dishwater. All the water's gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. When we were at the campsite, this man and this woman drove up on a golf cart, I think, and gave this pamphlet for the Lost River Market in Delhi. It's sort of like an organic co-op or what have you nearby. And they said they had all kind of organic coffee and what have you, and bagels. So, of course, we're like, oh, what the heck? Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, it was really close by to our camp spot.
Yeah, it was just down the street, so
Yeah,
we stopped in. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kind of great stuff. Of course, it reminded me of Fiddlehead's Market back in New London.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, all these bulk items. I mean, yeah, using less waste and all that. That's great.
yeah. And there's the bagels. Oh man, they were good. We got one, and then went outside. Then I went back in and got another because they were that good. Yeah, we got the everything. Cream cheese, of course. It was awesome.
Yeah, and that's the second one. The cheddar.
Yeah.
That's what I requested.
Which one did you like better?
Cheddar.
Yeah, that cheddar. Look at all that cheese on there. Oh, it was so good.
I know.
Oh, and they were like freshly baked that morning. And then, lo and behold, we found an
Ollie's.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Ollie's. So we
Yeah.
had to stop by.
Yeah, we hadn't seen one since Connecticut.
Yeah, I remember. I think we just drove by and all right, we gotta stop there.
Yeah, we just saw it and went in and got some stuff. Then we went to this library. It was just some random little library. I seem to recall being stuck in some sort of middle school pickup lane when we went there. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Because then we ended up in Indianapolis. And this is the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. It's very, well, I want to say it's similar to the one in London, but it's a much grander scale. It's taller. There's a lot more embellishment and adornments. It was really cool, the fountain and everything. It was a great monument, right in maybe the center of the city. A big traffic circle all around it, so it feels like you're in the center of the city at least.
Yeah, I really like the big traffic circle. Well, yeah, do you just each corner or each quarter of the circle? It's like, wow, you can see so far.
Yeah. So, old man we met back in Kentucky, this one's for you. Because he's the one that told us all about Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
So. Here's the canal. I don't know what the purpose of this canal was, but it was great. Now they just make it this big sidewalk up and down the canal. It's awesome. It's really beautiful. It's a really peaceful way to spend an evening.
Yeah. Whoever's living in these homes are so lucky.
Right.
Because it's so beautiful. It really is. It's a nice stroll.
Yeah, there was geese.
Yeah, lots of wildlife. Love it. Yeah, there's also several bridges too where cars would drive across or it's pedestrian.
Yeah, bridges ever so often. That was neat. This was the sort of the terminus. I'm not sure what that dam thing up ahead was. I think nowadays they turn it into some sort of sculpture, but I'm not sure what it was in the past. Some ducks. Yeah, that mallard was harassing that she duck, so I tried to tell him to mind his own business.
He was like, what? What's going on? You're talking to me?
He tried to pick a fight, but I know when to hold him and when to fold him. That was a cool duck.
Mm-hmm. And ducklings.
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone's favorite is ducklings.
Haven't seen so many in one area.
Yeah. Where are they going? All right, back to mommy.